not my personality. Some would call it bipolar, maybe.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were talking about Hanks.
Not what pussy you can get for yourself.
Thank you.
But what pussy you can get for your country.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Man Gendered Podcast. We have with us a very special guest today. Please welcome the greatest bartender in the world, Johnny Dingo, everybody. Give it up for Johnny Dingo.
I'd say greatest and funniest, dude.
Greatest and funniest.
All around.
What? Come on. Is this even happening? Am I just watching something? Who's the old guy in the corner?
Dingo, you're on punked right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher just comes in and punches him in the face. How much better would that show been? If Ashton Kutcher actually just got in a fight with every celebrity.
Just punched you in the face.
Me and my friend at work today were actually talking about that show because we were like, how many like prank shows or like what would you do? Like how many of those like went bad, do you think? And like they couldn't use in the show. Like on NBC and MTV, like on some lot somewhere, is there just like the best footage ever that we've never seen, you know? Like
Probably.
ever.
They should put a version of that out.
Yeah. They really should. They should be like, here's the bloopers of like when we did like the overly racist lady at a coffee shop and then the guy behind her agreed.
Yeah, the like cutting room floor version of all of the what would you do's, and the person is just like agreeing. They're like, yeah, we should build a wall. And you're like,
oh no, wait, we can't use that.
I was gonna say there is a version of that out there. It's called World Star.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting here. This is my first time doing something like this. This is crazy.
That's all right. You know, I'll take care of you, Dingo. All right, I'll treat you real nice.
I was watching television. I watched television, and I started noticing what people are doing with their cameras. They're holding them out and doing their interviews where they are. I never really noticed it before. And those Zoom calls and stuff. I was like, oh, that's what I'll be doing. Okay, all right.
You're
And
one of
here I
us
am.
now. Yeah.
turns out you can do a radio show from wherever.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
This is my first podcast, and I'm going to officially say my last podcast because I'm going to start my own. So
there you go. You should actually do a Steelers and Pirates watch along.
Oh
yeah.
Steel City, baby. Steel City.
Or you could just drink with people while the game's on like full blast so they can hear what's going on in the game. And then, because you can't show it. But then
That'd
you
be
could,
cool.
And then you could just talk about what's happening.
Isn't there like 17,000 other guys doing that?
No, not really. I think
Okay.
no, there's not a lot of people that do like watch along stuff. Like where like they're commentating the game.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess maybe not that many of those.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's a good
Yeah, I'd help you out with that, Dingo, if you want to commentate Patriots and Steelers games.
Patriots and Steelers. Patriots still have a team, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, of course they have. So Mac Jones. QB1, Mac Jones.
Jones. I know. Why don't they have somebody coordinating them besides Belichick? Why doesn't he give some of his guys, specific jobs? What's going on there?
Yeah, Clint.
Because Bill Belichick is the best, and he doesn't need anybody else.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick is boring.
Yeah, well, you
I
know
know.
what boring gets you?
Left.
Super Bowls.
Couple of rings.
It gets you
Super Bowls.
a free hoodie wherever you go.
Nice. Hey, so Dingo, I wanted to ask you this because this was like an incredible moment for us ever since we saw it. But Dan Soder, right? Dan Soder famously got his start in Tucson, and Laff was his first club that he ever did. And he did a set on Comedy Central's This Is Not Happening, and specifically mentioned you. How do you feel about that? Oh, yeah. One of his fun stories.
Oh, really? I've
Yes.
never heard of the guy. I keep
He's
on
quite
thinking about it.
easily the most
And,
famous comic to start at Laughs.
Yeah, I ponder it daily. Well, you know, no, Dan. I remember his low voice, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was pretty funny. But you know, just like you guys doing your comedy on stage and me bartending, I don't really see your shit. So
Right.
I really
That's true.
didn't watch. I really didn't watch much of it, and you know, I only wish the best for you guys when you're doing your shtick on stage. But you know, I'm not like this guy's probably going to go to New York City, and he'll probably be on a big special
Right.
show. So he was just a nice guy that I remember. He was always cool. And no, as I heard things throughout as time goes by, the things that he was doing, I was like, oh, well, cool. That's good to hear. Oh, another thing and another thing. I'm like, oh, this guy's, and now he mentions my name. So that makes me feel special. It really does. That's so cool. Yeah.
Should
One
man.
of our boys made it. And you know,
One of our boys.
Pablo Francisco, he's a big name that went through there as well. But he has some stories with him that aren't as good as Dan's, I'm sure. So
Yeah, what is it? I forgot who it was. Always mentions that the reason that most clubs will pay you on Sunday is because Pablo Francisco used to show up, get the check, and then just never do the shows.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, that could happen. And there's so much
man.
shit that's happened with him, and he still gets gigs. So
Yeah.
That's when
Wait,
you
I
know
don't
it's
know.
funny.
What happened with Pablo Francisco?
Well, the time he was already out. He went to Laughs when he was in high school. When we went to high school together, he went to Palo Verde and Saguaro, and I went to school with him. I don't remember him there, so I didn't go a lot. So that's why I'm a bartender. And so when I heard about it, oh, Brooke Burke too. She went to Palo Verde. Now I remember her a little bit. So, but Pablo, he performed at Laughs, and he was
Because
so
statute
funny.
of limitations are done for that story too. So after this one, if you want to go with that one afterwards.
Well, from high school till seeing her in Playboy was pretty much yeah, that was it. That was worth the
Damn.
wait. So but Pablo, when he worked at Laughs, probably the last time. I mean, he did 4 shows. He, you know, we specifically wanted to watch him because he was so damn funny. All of his bits, he had been there before and stuff, and but yeah, he went out with his friends in between shows, and you know, he kept on repeating jokes, and his timing was off, and it was horrible. So, but that was the last time he was there. So, and yeah,
Interesting.
and I hear other stories. I just heard some on Saturday night from.
Oh yeah, Dingo.
the
Could you tell us about the story that you heard that happened on Thursday?
No, Jesus.
It hasn't been on this broadcast at all.
No,
I
this
guess
is
not.
the first
No.
one.
This is the first one since last Thursday.
This is an exclusive, Dingo.
All right.
Grabs his beer.
So I
Lex, you should try to pull up the video.
No, the video won't play. The video won't play.
so it was my first experience with Laughs being on TMZ Tucson. And I was like, what? And well, I was there. Wasn't really watching the show. I don't know how far Clint was into his set. And well, let me go back. Let me go back a little.
I had finished the joke when all this had gone down because I have long bits, you know, that I'll do like a 3-minute bit. So I was like done with the bit. Like I was just at the punchline, and then I just saw like a silhouette coming towards me.
So you were done on stage?
Yeah, just about. Like I had
wow.
Yeah, like I was just about to get the light.
So I thought you were up there a couple minutes, and I look over to my left, and I see somebody getting on stage. I'm like, oh, is there some type of new act, we got going on? Going back, these two couples come in, and they order 2 double shots of Hennessy, and I was like, okay, all right.
I remember you came over and you showed me like, oh, look, somebody's drinking this tonight. And
Bro,
you
yeah.
brought it over
4
to them.
people. Well, we were
Well,
at the
the girls
bar. We had a whole
girls got-
conversation about how drunk those people were when they walked in. Like,
Well, I think they needed one more. So,
yeah.
so I go ahead and serve them the red flag, and the girls get some strong drinks. And the friend, he's really excited that his friend's going to go on stage. And the friend that's going on stage, he couldn't talk real well. So they do their drinks and they mosey on in. And I'm like, oh boy, they aren't going to make it throughout the show. I just kind of know it. So, yeah.
You've been there before. You've seen this.
I want to credit you though. The ladies weren't drunk. It was the 2 dudes were fucking faded. The 2 ladies were not faded. So you sold the ladies the drinks.
I did sell the ladies the drinks. They ordered the drinks while the guys were doing blow in the bathroom. So
In fairness, not the first time that's happened though. So,
yeah, it's a comedy club. Nothing you can do about that.
we clean the back of the toilet, the top, just for that reason. So
there's actually a mirror on there. It's crazy.
I haven't been in there in a while. Okay.
You haven't taken a shit at work in a while?
I don't take shits at work, no.
Yeah,
And when I do, they're very unplanned, and I shouldn't have eaten that before I came to work.
It's Dos Equis.
Two. All right. So I see the guy get on stage there with you, and right away he goes for the microphone, and Clint's like just moves the microphone stand over like good move. That was good. And it was it seemed like a long time. I don't know how long he was up there.
I think
30
Clint,
seconds.
I think Clint did like an extra 3 minutes with that guy on stage.
I did too, yeah.
Was it that long?
Yeah,
It seemed like
it was.
Everything they said, I had like a comeback for, and I kept saying it. And then they were about to leave, and he was like walking away and kept rhyming. Everything he was saying was a rhyme, dude. Like he was yelling at me like a pimp. Like it was crazy. Like it was wild. Like I can't even redo. Like I can't even do an interpretation of what he was doing to me. Like the phrases he was using and shit were just like it was out of a fucking movie, dude. It was insane.
I mean, talking like a pimp is a side effect of Hennessy. They put that on the bottle.
It is, yeah. They cause that.
What bit or what was it that they were upset about?
Well, the guy that
to do that?
It was 2 things. It was 2 things. The guy that went on stage was upset because he wasn't upset. He was asking when
very polite
he
actually. He was very polite.
Yeah, for what he was doing, the guy that came up was very nice. This
is literally what he was doing. I'll be the guy.
Yeah,
he walks up, he's like, hey man, why don't you let me do that now? Let me do that now.
And he's grabbing, he has his hand on my hand, gently grabbing the mic, and that's why I was just easily able to just be like, no, no, this isn't how you do this, man. And then his friends started yelling, yo, let him do his shit. And I was like, did he sign up? And then he waited and listened to his friend. And then listened to me, looked at me while I was talking.
So he wanted to go up. He wanted to go up like it was his turn next. for the pickup basketball or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, tag
Like-
me in. Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it was jump rope.
And I was
he
like,
just
man, no, that's not how
Oh.
that's not how it goes. Like, did you sign up? Like, I was just trying to help him out, to be honest, at that point. You
like,
know,
listening in the back.
also watching his hands to see what he did, because his hands stayed at his side, and I was like, at any point he could do something. And I was like, if something, I'm going for it. You know, I'm just tackling him off the stage.
Yeah,
Tackle
onto
off
a
the stage.
table.
Yeah.
Onto a table.
ECW, and someone would have had to go, Todd is God. Todd is God. But
So
But,
at that time, you were management right then. Just to let you know,
I was
you were
management.
dissolving. You were. You
Oh, yeah.
were solving the situation.
I was
And-
trying my best.
And then Connor was there.
I gotta
As
tell
a
you,
real-
Clint wasn't doing that good. He
No, I
wasn't
was
doing
doing
that
all
great
right,
with
dude.
it.
I was keeping him off me. What turned
The
it?
first
I
time,
almost had
the
it.
first time
Yeah.
he got
yes,
on stage, you were
exact-
doing good.
No, I had him almost all the way gone. And
There
then
were multiple times.
yeah, because I kept, you know me, I kept talking shit like an idiot, running my mouth like a dumbass, and fucking, they're fucking walking off the first time, like while people are holding them, like escorting them out basically, and he's rhyming, yelling at me, rhyming, and I go, well, goddamn, we got a regular ghetto Dr. Seuss, and dude.
Oh, shit.
Bro,
Wait, wasn't his
funny.
I
comeback
can't tell
like?
you, it
what
was
was-
literally like, I don't know if you've seen the clip of that basketball player last year who got in a fight, and then the players like calmed him down, and then like he was like, all right, I'm good, and then like they all like separated from him, and then he ran after the guy again. Like, that's exactly what it was like, dude. Like, he was rhyming, said his last thing, and was like almost around the corner, and I was like, regular old ghetto Dr. Seuss, and he just fucking came back, dude, and the guy was on stage again, and then I was like, yo, where are my friends?
And then, see, from my perspective, like the whole time I was in the back, and the first time the one very polite drunk gentleman gets on stage and starts doing his thing, and my stomach dropped a little bit. I was like, oh no. And I was looking around like somebody should take care of this. Because I immediately was like, I'm not
Connor's like,
taking care of
somebody
this.
stop me.
You're the one. You're
Yeah.
the one.
I was like, Connor,
And-
you are the only person there who is a bouncer. So
I don't get
When
paid.
when I saw you help out life is what you do. That's what you do. You and your
Yeah.
friends. So I saw you by the stage, and I felt very good. I was like, okay, I can stay where I am. I can.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Watch.
Once I said, "Where are my friends at, dude?" It was like a zombie movie, or like no, you know what it was like? I forget which Harry Potter it was, but when all those ghosts are fucking flying, it was like that, dude.
I came in like a
No.
Death Eater.
No, yeah,
Whoa.
dude. 'Cause, no, you know how fucking dark it is from the back? Like, right when I said, "Where are my friends at, dude?" It was just all these silhouettes, dude. It was like 12 fucking people. Like, it was just like a wave of fucking just heads, walking heads. And I was like, oh my God. Just
But
an army appeared. It was fucking crazy.
you are also leaving out what you said that prompted the uproar from the other gentleman.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I don't even know why he said it. Like, he was like, you ain't, like, I don't even think he said, you ain't get no pussy. He was just literally
So,
said,
I
man,
think
I
you
make-
said like you're a ghetto Dr. Seuss, and then he's like, I eat better pussy than you, or some shit like that. He's like, I drink that shit from a goblet, and you're like, I don't think that's how. I don't think this guy knows how to eat pussy.
No, he started with like he was like, "Man, I drink out the pussy." Like that's what he yelled, like in the middle, like that was his punchline in like the middle
I
of like a
drink
long
out
ass
the pussy.
rhyme that he was doing. Like he was just busting out monologues on me. Like, and I was like, "Damn, that was really good." But like, what do you mean you drink out the pussy? Like what? Like you pick her up and like drink her like a goblet?
Mhm.
Like how does that? Like what do you mean by that? And then
Do
I like
you
looked
use
at
a
him.
straw or something?
Yeah. And then I looked to the other side of the crowd and I was like, I don't think this guy knows how vagina works. And then he went off and then he like gave me a second to rebuttal and I was like, sir, I'm done so much research on Pornhub. Like that's just not how it works. Like, extensive research, sir. And then he wasn't having that, and then that's when it took off. And then I did the Ghetto Dr. Seuss while he was leaving, and then he fucking came back. Oh,
Dingo, come back.
Left.
No, it's all right. He'll come back. He'll find his way back if it's meant to be. No, my favorite part about you. Okay, so lessons learned. You cannot insult a black man on his ability to eat pussy. You can't.
No,
because
that doesn't sound
they
like
get mad.
Apparently, dude, it's like Trump, dude. If they say they can drink out the pussy, they can drink out the pussy. You can't argue it. You know?
No. Yeah.
And I bet you the next morning he was like, "That wasn't me." When he saw the video, he was like, "Nah." Didn't say it.
That's my cousin.
Dude, that's my defense for any time that I've gotten like shithoused and said things to strangers. I'm just like, everyone looks like this. It was probably someone else.
Come on, look at me,
dude. The guy that was backing me up to kick the dude out looked just like you, Lex.
When people are like, I think that I saw you at whatever, I'm like, probably not, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's why I felt so safe doing it, because I was like, I got my bro behind me, and then there's just some random guy named Max.
It's just a fat guy.
The reason that is because you're every third frat guy, and you're also every second IT guy.
Yeah, and then I take the glasses off, and nobody has any idea who I am.
Huh. And who do I look like?
You're Johnny Dingo.
I mean,
dude.
you're an OG. You're an original. For sure.
See, that's the
Nobody
problem.
looks. You don't look like anybody. Everybody looks like you.
Yeah. Too original.
Yeah, like they're going for your look. Like ironically,
Exactly.
they're trying to be, and you're like, nah, dude, this is just fucking the sick life I live.
I
was
wish
surprised.
that I could have a beard like that.
That's what I hear a lot. A lot of people are like
could.
jealous. They're like, I can't grow it that long. I can't grow it the way you do. I can't do it like that. And I'm like, oh, I never knew that with just a little teeny tiny beard. But some guys, I get more compliments from guys. I get laid more often from guys because of my beard.
You have no idea how much men this beard gets.
Dude, that was the same thing when I was doing roids and stuff. All the dudes would like come up and be like, "Yo, how much you bench press?" And then I was like, I don't know. You want to go on a date later? And then same thing.
I'm still so happy I fucking called your roids like before anybody. Like I was instantly when Connor made it on the scene. I was like, that guy's on steroids. People were like, you're not gonna fucking confront him about that. Like third time I fucking met him, I was like, yo, you're on steroids, right? And he was like, no. What?
Who wants to confront the guy on steroids?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's why we were friends, because I called him.
You don't
He
want
was
to make
like,
him
I gotta
mad.
befriend this kid. He sees my secrets. See, look at him. He's silent now. He knows. See,
I don't know what to. I don't know what to say. No, yeah, you called the roids, but also you have eyes. Like anybody with fucking eyes could have saw that I was on steroids. Like I tried to make it obvious too. Like I fucking wore tight shirts and shit. I left the needle in my ass. I made it easy for you guys to see.
I got you guys on steroids. Nah, maybe heroin. Who does it in the ass? Who's that?
That's Dingo.
It's Dingo. Can you see
Oh,
it?
Dingo.
Oh,
Holy shit.
That's without a beard.
How many years ago was that, Dingo?
100.
So Dingo. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
20.
Dingo.
20 years. Damn.
Damn. I like the beard.
Yeah, the
I
beard's
like the
killer.
beard.
I do. I like the beard.
I'm gonna keep
Beard-
it for a while.
Beard is
But what-
inviting.
It's not for everybody. I
Like,
do
I've
get some.
actually never met a mean guy with a beard.
Well, either he's gonna be a sweetheart to you, or he's gonna kill you, and you find out right away.
This
If
is
you're
true.
alive after 4 or 5 seconds, then you're good. So
But that goes to what I'm saying. If they are nice to you right away, like everybody with a beard that's nice is out in public. You know, the one they're already locked away. You know, or they get
They're
locked
okay.
away quick. You know what I'm saying?
they're
Like,
okay
it's
in
not-
public. Yeah.
statistically, it's hard to meet a batted beard.
They're out of prison, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the good beards are out. Yeah,
Okay,
they've never been. Yeah.
The ones
Maybe
ones that learned
jail.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I actually I've spent a couple days in jail myself.
How'd that happen?
Not too long. I actually let's see over here. Oh,
I was like, do you also have a picture of that?
Because like
somebody
here's
does.
me and my celly Chico, back in the day. 98. It was good times.
it was probably close to that. But it was Julie. I was with Julie, and I flew out to Florida, and at the time I was gonna just fly back. She's like, I'm coming back to Tucson, and so she's like, we're gonna drive back and drive all my shit back. I'm like, okay, sounds fun. I was a lot younger. I was like, oh, let's drive across the country, and so we shared the driving. One would do first half of the day, one would do second half of the day. So when it was your turn to not drive, that's when you did the stuff that you can do when you shouldn't be driving.
Right.
So whatever you decided to do, and so
Masturbate.
it was whatever you
Whatever
wanted to
it
do.
is, man.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's with Julie, dude, I'm gonna fucking.
Also, Clint, you could masturbate.
Well, you can masturbate when you drive. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
That's true, but if you really want to get into it though, like have a really good one. Yeah, who hasn't once? We've all tried it once. We're men.
You tried?
Try it. I didn't just try it. I finished it. So.
Well, yeah, well, that's a try. That's
and it was dangerous.
Tried it once. It was a try and a success. Yeah, for all of us, but it was a one try. It was a one deal, one off. If you do it twice, you got a problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have a problem. Then I have a problem.
It was a two-lane road.
Long nights. It became a habit for me. I would get off of work and I'd have a long drive on the freeway. I'd be like, well, might as well,
Were you in your truck or were you?
I was like, Dingo, the problem is the things are under your hands.
What type of car were you in?
It was in my truck.
Okay. At least you're a little bit higher off the ground, so that way, like, a school bus is driving by and, like, looking down on that,
It was always at night, though. It was always at night.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Still.
You don't want to... You weren't in the mood in the daytime?
Like a
just wasn't
track and field team coming back from Phoenix or something,
Actually, not too long ago. I think this was, like, 3 weeks ago. I was trashed coming home from... What?
Just Lex. No, I don't know what this story is.
Where are we going with this?
Can't be good.
So 3 weeks ago, I was semi-trashed, and I will admit that I should not have driven home, but I was drunk as fuck, and I was like, I'm gonna drive.
You gotta get home. You can't be drunk right there. You gotta get home.
I wish you got in a car crash during that. That would have been so funny. Why wears pants off and it's
It is funny.
It is funny.
I don't even know if I could have gone to the funeral, to be honest. If I figured out that's how you do it. It'd be too hard. It'd be too hard. We'd have to do like a comics only.
So let me tell you guys, it feels really weird to not just hear half your conversations and walk away and start making drinks for people over here and then coming back to you and then going over and then, new conversation.
Right?
Yeah. I was like, we'll probably be talking more with each other than we ever have, I think. So
yeah.
This is the longest probably from start to finish that we'll
so far
probably
so
go.
Good. How do you like the ends of our conversation so far, since you never really hear them?
They're as expected. Excellent.
There.
Hey, I was trying to turn my screen. I pushed this button, and that's why I went away for a little bit.
That's okay.
Are we okay?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It's fine.
What is the craziest thing you've seen at Laughs besides my Thursday night?
That was a
Or
good
is-
one. Well, I was just talking to my co-workers at the Popcorn Country at 3914 East Grant. Gourmet popcorn. Please try some.
Do they have a website, Dingo?
Get the plugs out, dude. Hell yeah.
Do they have a website?
Popcorncountry.com. I don't know.
Popcorncountry.com/Tucson. Look it up and buy some popcorn from our fucking local popcorn spot for dings.
Yeah. If you feel for like you want some excitement in your life, go to Grant and Alvernon and just buy popcorn at Popcorn Country and sit in a safe, secure area on the corner. And by the time you finish that bag, you're going to be excited and scared at the same time. So,
Welcome to Tucson. Popcorn
Yeah.
and homeless.
yeah, I've never heard so many comments about Grant and Alvernon. I'm like, I kind of work there, but
Yeah.
I just go pick up the product and I move it across town.
Oh, yeah.
And then I come back, so. But
Right.
Just out there moving
But-
product.
ever since they put that Vasa in that workout place,
A little bit better.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of people working out. It's like this
Gentrified.
guy over here. It's like this
Kinda
guy right
gentrified.
here. Wait, I'm pointing the wrong way. Oh, I've been opposite the whole way. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
this guy. Do you want to fuck with him if you're a homeless guy? No, you don't want to fuck with him.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't have
Me.
any pockets anyways
You
in
wanna
his
fuck with
tight
me?
shorts. He doesn't have extra change. He has extra of these, okay? Extra of these, buddy. So no, it's been better, definitely, but it's pretty fucked up. The
Yeah.
Fry's closes down. The Church's Chicken closes down. The Burger King closes down. The
Burger King's
Circle
not there
K.
anymore?
Circle K closes down. Circle K.
Dude, that Circle K was the most wild Circle K I've ever been to, dude. Like people
Bro.
straight up are just like dancing in there with like their own speakers and they like got open sores and shit. They're just
that moon smoke shop though is one of the best smoke shops in town.
yeah, because they're
Is it?
selling you the real shit.
Dude, that shit. No, they've got like the best pieces in there. You're like, why? How is none of this broken? ever?
Pieces of crack rock.
No, I mean, I'm not buying crack.
You have to buy a pound of
No,
crack rock.
it's fentanyl. You're buying fentanyl.
Yeah.
Do you know that Circle K led Tucson with the most pictures of "Have you seen this person that robbed the place?" So yeah,
That's good to
they're
know.
like all along there. Yeah.
Who has?
Oh, that's
We've all
funny.
seen that guy. He's still outside. He's right there.
But
he hasn't left.
Dingo,
He
we
lives there.
want to know from you, Dingo, though, like what's one of the most memorable or like wildest things that you've seen happen at Laughs?
Well, with comedy or behind the scenes, I don't know.
Well, we don't want to hear about murders on our podcast.
There was no murders.
Okay, good.
He had a heart attack. So
Oh.
Well, I was going to say, you have to
Um,
be fairly comfortable with people getting like kicked out because they're too drunk, right?
oh yeah, yeah. It's happened not as much lately. It's kind of rare now, opposed to back when it was the other owner, and it was getting a little ghetto. So there was a lot of loud Friday late shows, more than there are now. A lot more drunk people, or a lot more loud, obnoxious drunk people. They're still drunk. They're just quiet. So,
Right.
Right.
but to pick one time,
Does
it's
anything
really-
like stand out?
well, I was just telling stories to my popcorn family, and the one time,
Over at the cornucopia.
yeah, exactly.
I fucking hate you
Paradise.
so much.
Hey, by the way, I did get a raise at the Popcorn Country. They made me a colonel. Thank you. Okay. So I was telling I was telling them
You
about.
make Connor cry.
Oh fuck yeah! I've been holding that one for years. So only been used once. Okay.
Tell us a butter one.
Nah.
Connor, how about this? I'll stab your face.
You're right.
Okay,
that was
no.
better.
I don't got
One
nothing.
up
Okay.
Dingo
We'll
again.
get back to it, but I do have some questions for you.
Well, let me
Dingo.
let me tell you a
Let him
couple.
get
I
it.
told. Do you remember with Jimmy Kimmel's sister,
Jill Kimmel.
Jill Kimmel? Have you heard about that?
I've heard a vague story. I don't know what happened though.
And did you see it at all? It's on video, I think.
No.
Yeah, it's on the platforms and stuff. So whatever. But yeah, you can probably find out. But this, so she has a joke about cancer, and she's a professional, so it's funny, but not to people that have cancer or their child or something like that. So
Okay.
this lady, she, I believe her kid had cancer. So she exits the showroom, and she comes to the bar, and she's cool. She just doesn't want to hear the joke or whatever, and she steps away. And I'm like, I find out what's going on with the people. I'm like, well, hey, what's going on? She's like, I'm just gonna come out here and have a breather or whatever. And, she didn't tell me exactly what's going on. Well, her friend had a problem with it, and she goes. She probably yells shit out before she approaches the edge of the stage, and eventually a little bit of shouting and probably some curse words, and she throws her glass at Jill. It breaks behind there. She gets on stage, and it's a chick fight kind of. They're they're just kind of getting in there, and maybe a little hair pulling, maybe a little down hair pulling. No.
Damn, thank God it was a lady, dude. Because if I
Dingo,
threw that glass,
she
I
had
would've fucking
cancer.
Connected.
Oh, it was her friend's kid that had cancer, and she was okay with it. Just she didn't want to be around it, but she had a big problem. She was drunk.
Only
so,
a lady
yeah.
can miss that open of a shot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, way right. So
I mean, yeah. How do you even do pitch, bitch? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, how big is that fucking stage? So she. So they're on stage, and you know who came and saved the day? People like you, our local open micers that were just there to watch a show, hanging off to the side, and they came up and they separated them carefully and slowly, because they're grabbing and stuff. You don't want to.
It's like Velcro in there, They're all.
Yeah, you don't want to break them. It's not like
pieces,
dudes.
The pieces of shit
dudes?
in the audience.
Yeah.
How do you separate dudes, Connor?
You put a finger in their ass.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you can't do that with women, I guess.
No,
until you get to know them. You gotta get to know them.
You go hit me 3 times, and then once they do, assalamu alaikum.
Oh,
anything you want.
Anything you want.
Open season.
Legally, she hit me 3 different places. Here are the bruises. Fucking, I put her through the table like goddamn Stone Cold.
What?
What? And I cracked open 2 beers. Fucking.
So that was pretty crazy. We haven't had a chick fight on stage. There was this one lady, I was telling this story earlier. She was drunk, and we had a hypnotist, and he was hypnotizing the people on stage. And she either had too much or she didn't believe it, and she wanted to let him know while he's putting these people under. It didn't take too long, 5-7 minutes.
Right.
Why did you put her
you have to
under?
be quiet. Well, she went down later after.
Oh no!
So I walk out because it was just me and Scotty, the owner, and the servers are busy, but it's quiet in the room except for her yelling, "Hypnotism is fake, you fucker!" Rah, rah, rah. She just keeps on yelling shit out, and she's in the back of the room. So I get to the raised area, and I look at her. I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" And she's looking right through me. She doesn't care. She just wants to let everybody know that this hypnotism is just a joke. It's not real.
I mean, I get it. I get her point.
And just
I mean,
have a good time if they're playing along, but whatever.
Yeah, but black magic, Dingo.
I know it's crazy though. They do,
Like,
people go under.
Like, you don't understand, dude. Black magic
It's
sus.
It's the power of suggestion. So the owner, he goes ahead and he gets behind her and grabs her by the scruff, and he grabs her and he moves her, pulls her out, uses her to open the door, and I kind of lead the way, open the other door, and he's got her, and she moving her along. It's just me and him. He goes to the front door and uses her to open the door.
Oh yeah, I like that move. That's my favorite move.
Great move.
Big old shove. They're kind of like, ugh. And then he gives her a shove, and she goes, oink, oink, down. So
Oof.
I think it cost a couple $1,000 on our part.
No.
I think he had to settle.
Did the hypnotist on stage go, I told her to do that?
That's
He
hilarious.
was like, you will be a problem.
You will be a bitch.
You're going to make everyone around you hate you.
It's usually the fighting that's the excitement things that happen.
Right.
That's the comedy.
Do love fighting.
Okay, I don't.
That would have been a bad fight for me.
You would have lost.
Well, I would have gotten through the first guy, but then the second guy, the boss fight would have been a problem.
Next level.
Yeah.
The boss fight would have been a problem, and I jumped. I didn't do all the quests, so I had no weapons. I would have just been really raw.
Yeah. I think he had a teardrop too. So
Dingo, fuck you. Don't get me up on that. I'm already worried enough that he's going to show up.
He's already
again.
gone, dude. He doesn't know who you are.
Who knows? Who knows?
Dude, he didn't know who he was.
That it happened.
He might be a grudge guy. What if he follows TMZ Tucson because he likes the street fights? And then he's like, fuck, that's me. Now
I'm on it again.
Yeah, if anything, he's just counting his appearances.
Shit,
Yeah.
Clint, that's your mom's paranoia talking for you. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Do you know how many times customers that were drunk offered to kill us or threatened to kill us? And
It's a lot.
They haven't so far. They've
I'd like
go
to
home
say
and
They've done it right to your face while you're on stage.
well,
Actually,
no.
I remember a guy. This was like probably 6-7 months ago. I remember a guy yelling at. I forgot. I don't think he works there anymore. He was a waiter there for a bit. He was yelling at him that he's like, step outside with me and like all that type of shit, and then just walked away. But I was sitting there and like they were kind of yelling back and forth at each other. I was like, what is going on? Like this just
Lex just in the middle at the bar, like
it literally. I'm sitting there like with my Budweiser, like do I need to leave or I don't know because I wanted another Budweiser.
That guy Patrick was his name. He's not with us anymore, but he was.
R.I.P. Patrick.
He was kind of. No. He's not with Laughs anymore.
Oh no, yeah, we
Okay. But no, he's kind of he's a little unstable. So he would.
I feel like Laughs would have been the perfect place then.
Yeah, but he was a little more unstable than normal.
a little too unstable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
all
know.
these fucking fight stories got me going on this. Have you guys seen that fucking viral video yet? It's like a street fight going on between two girls. Like they're just yelling, like it's the start of a street fight, and they're just yelling at each other. And then a guy's just walking around like while these two parties of people are yelling at each other, and he's asking, "Yo, what's your favorite cheese?" What's your favorite? And all the girls are like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here!" Like, they're like,
What if
"Fuck
someone's
you,
like,
bro, get the fuck out of here!"
Was he hitting
someplace
on
like,
them?
dude, what's your problem? What's your problem? Gouda.
He just
Yeah.
and then, no, he gets to one guy and he's like, "Yo, what's your favorite cheese?" And he's like, "Wow, no, probably cheddar." And while he's like holding a girl like back, and he's like, "Probably cheddar." Like,
He's like, I don't know, I could go for a Colby Jack.
it's fucking fantastic. Yo, what's your favorite cheese? Yo, get the fuck out of here! They're
fuck
so
outta here.
pissed at him, dude. It's so funny.
All right.
That reminded me
so
of that lecture story. You should have just
Dingo,
asked him,
we're
"What's your
going
favorite
to
cheese?"
we're going to transition away from traumatic fight stories because
Yeah.
we don't want Clint to keep revisiting that. It's
He's
very
getting
hard
juiced.
on him.
He's
Getting
getting
jazzed.
Yeah.
Clint, I think you need to take some of that Fenty to calm down.
Yeah, he needs.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
he needs a Rocky montage.
No. Don't
All right.
give him any smelling salts. Hey, Connor, have you ever used smelling salts?
Dude, just on Friday I did.
Oh,
fucking fucking Marcus brought him by. And
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah,
we were talking about smelling salts the week before at my open mic, and then the next week I'm chilling on the couch at the open mic at my open mic. I'm just chilling on the couch, and over my shoulder, I didn't even see him walk in. Marcus reaches over, he's like, "Yo, bro, I got this. Smell it." And I'm like,
Yo,
I was like, "Who the fuck is that smelling
these the
salts?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he pops it open, and I was like, "All right." And I did it real quick, and I was like, "Oh, I'm ready to go."
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
shit's wild. I remember when I was a fucking bat boy, bro, smelling
Whoa.
salts on
For who?
deck
For who?
for the Tucson Padres.
Padres? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Back
All
when
right.
T-Town had a team. Yeah, but we had smelling salts on fucking deck because the medical room was right next to our lockers. So we just pocket a grip of those. And then after the game, like, have like smelling salts fucking like wars. Like where someone's cleaning up, like another bat boy's cleaning up, dude. You just sneak behind them, crack that shit, and they're just like cleaning a fucking barrel, and you're just like, and they throw fucking everything. Like, dude, there was this one kid who fucking like after we got him, he tried to fight all of us, bro. We like all had, we all had to like team up and like hold him down and like be like, "Yo, calm the fuck down, bro. It's a joke. Like, settle down." Like he thought
that's
like
what the
he got
smelling salts did. He was like, "Ah!"
yeah, dude. He was like, it was like no, but like he was like super like he thought like we drugged him, and it was like, dude, it's smelling salts. Like you didn't.
Yeah.
It's fucking all it did was fucking make like a little adrenaline boost. Like,
It'll wear off in 3, 2, 1. Okay,
yeah,
you're normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was
Exactly.
fucking ready to fight, dude. Like he was knocking shit over in the visitors' locker room and stuff.
I
like,
can see that. That was the
was a
first
problem.
time I took a sniff from it, and all my years of seeing it, in cartoons and movies, I'm like, I've never smelled smelling salts. So I'm like, let me get. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
all right, yeah, powerful. That should
It
wake you
is.
up, definitely.
Yeah,
Mhm.
jack you up. And then
Got me jazzed.
It was funny too because the fucking the trainer would like come back the next day and be like, "Where are all? Who's like talking to the players? Like, are you taking smelling salt? Who's taking smelling salt?"
We're real
Just
tired.
Never asked us once. We're fucking 13-year-old boys in a locker room. Like, what do you think we're gonna do? Fucking all the worst things, everything that is bad.
The thing that's kind of drugs, but not
Yeah.
drugs.
Yeah, the closest thing at 13 to drugs. Of course, they took it. Like,
Yeah.
Where are all the nudie mags in the bathroom? Like, they're just all in our lockers in the lockbox that we got a key to. They gave us a key like we were a player. Like we had fucking locked lockers, dude.
Why did they have nudie magazines?
Because there's fucking a whole bunch of rookies and 30-year-old men who are fucking not going to play baseball in a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
AAA baseball. They're all fucking either about to start or fucking go. It's all guys. So that's why
Yeah.
there's nudie mags in the fucking, and we'd just be like, "Oh, a new one." That's ours. Just fucking
They're
snag
alphas
that.
trying to get their nut
Yeah.
off, dude.
They only
Yeah,
had like
yeah.
they literally the time that we were there, they only had the ones that they started with when we were there. Any new one that came, because we had to like dish out the mail and stuff too. So it'd just be like those. That's in our area. Like
You stole all the new ones.
yeah. Look, guys, we got the swimsuit edition. There it is. Boom.
Oh shit! Look what I'm missing.
What is that?
American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, I thought it was like debates. I was like,
Yeah, I thought it was political
It
stuff for
does
some
look
reason.
like debates.
It's American.
That should be how debates work. All the candidates have to do American Ninja Warrior.
Do an obstacle course.
Yeah. For the presidency, that'd be sick. And at the end, you have to kill a turkey with your bare hands. America.
No pardons.
no pardons.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, guys. Okay.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Dingo. While towards the end of our shows, what we're trying to do with guests is ask them questions relating specifically to being a man. All right. So we do want to know, have you ever bought articles of clothing without trying them on?
You try clothes on?
No, you don't.
I mean like pants specifically, you know. I don't know if you've ever been like fluctuated in weight or whatever, you know, but have you ever done that?
Not since high school. I'm about the same weight since high school. So
Jesus.
God, lucky ass.
Genetics.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
And-
I do try them on though, but not anymore because I buy shit online, and I just
Oh, right.
I get my shit from I think Old Navy. They know my numbers, and I'm just like, click. I like that color.
Yeah.
Have you kept them even when they didn't fit?
Of course, I don't return anything. It's a pain in the ass to return shit. I buy everything at a good price. So it's like a $18 pair of pants. I'm like, I'm out $18. Or you can pull this one as you guys get older. Oh, someday I'll wear those, and you never fucking wear them. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm already pulling that. Dude, there's a pair of white shorts in my closet that I'm never going to wear because they're white, and that's insane.
But if anybody could,
You can
I
pull it
know,
off.
right?
it'd be you.
I know. I think
Yeah.
maybe the next wedding I go to, I might go shorts.
White shorts. That's
White shorts at a
insane.
wedding?
If it's a Tucson wedding, dude, it's hot as a motherfucker. I was uncomfortable as shit at your wedding. I could have done shorts at your wedding. No
I
one would have
had
said
a-
We're
shit.
glad you didn't.
No one would have said shit. They would have been like, yeah, no, he looks nice.
I had a guy in shorts at my wedding, but we
There you
were in Vegas in June. So
See? Hot wedding? All day, dude. You can go shorts at a hot
Was it
wedding.
during the day?
For sure.
it was during the early evening. So
Yeah.
it was warm, definitely. So
Honestly, formal wear is the only time a guy should worry about what he's wearing.
True.
Like, it's the only
Oh,
time
yeah.
guys are like, I'm fucking killing it. Looking pretty nice. It's when you
Oh,
gotta put
yeah.
on like a blazer.
you know how I feel so good when I've dressed up for my wedding. I had a friend pass away like 2003, and I got fitted for a
You're still feeling good about that fit.
yeah. Yeah. I have
20
a
years
date.
later, he's like, dude,
No,
just one
so,
time
yeah.
I was sick, dude.
Dude,
I can put it on right now if you want me to. It fits definitely.
dude, Phil's funeral, popping, bro. I got 6 numbers.
Fuck yeah, dude. And you know what I'm wearing? Shorts, white fucking shorts. There
White
we go.
shorts.
All right.
I'll borrow them from Clint because he probably can't fit in them. No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I got
It
a
is
while
weird
to
to
go.
think that you actually might be the same guy as us.
You might be. What's your pants?
I go 32.
Oh, no, I'm 34, 34. with the
Fat.
belts.
Yeah.
Because I'm really a 33, 34, but that's not a thing. So
No, you can get 33.
yeah, well,
You
I'm
can
not
get
going
33.
online to special order. What am I, Shaq?
Old Navy.
You wish.
Oh,
Mhm.
who doesn't?
I got 33. I'm 34. 34 inseam, huh?
Mm.
What are we, a couple of fags? What are we talking about?
Ah, there it is.
There it
Oh, speaking of which, Dingo, have you ever pretended not to know the name of a menu item because you thought it sounded gay when you said it?
Like
No.
some orders of like pancakes at IHOP, like the fruity tooth. Like you're just, I want the fruit I want those strawberry pancakes.
I emphasize it.
You're making me say it. You know what? I'm going all in.
I'll
No.
The
take
fruity
The
tutti
vagina?
pancakes.
I'll take the vagina burger, please. I have no problem
You're like,
saying
sir,
it now.
that's Virginia burger. And you're like, sorry, dyslexic. Sorry, guys,
Well,
I'm
I meant-
dyslexic.
I meant I wanted it bloody.
I like there's people at Starbucks that will go, like dudes who come in with their girlfriends, they'll go like, yeah, can I get the crunch caramel frappuccino thing? And the girlfriend will be like, he wants the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino.
The ribbon.
Dude, they
Yeah,
have
exactly.
It's the
the ribbon that
ribbon that
fucks it.
ruins it.
Why'd they have to do the ribbon? Just caramel crunch. That's all. That is what I asked for. I go, can I get a caramel crunch?
And I don't go to Starbucks, but why don't
You're
they
not
just go
gonna say
small, medium,
ribbon.
and large? Small, medium, and large. What's up with that?
I don't know, dude. Because they're gay and Italian. I don't know.
You're not one of
Italian.
those. You're not one of those ones though, Connor. If someone orders that and they're like a medium, you're not like actually.
I used to be back in the day. I would be a cunt and correct them.
Yeah.
I would.
Ew.
But then I realized how little it matters. It's like, I know what they mean. I'm just going to give them what they want, you know?
You know what they mean just by looking at it. You know what they mean. The cups are in order. Like
Small,
Medium.
medium.
just,
Fuck up.
you don't even need a name. Actually, you can just say middle.
Yeah.
I want the left.
What are they?
Oh, yeah.
Venti and
It's
There's-
tall, grande,
there's-
venti, right?
Well, actually, all the sizes are short, tall, grande, venti, and 30.
whoa.
Well, look
Where
at
have I
you.
been?
Yep.
Jeez.
They went
So
Spanish.
originally-
They went Spanish on the fourth one.
The two original sizes since they started in the 70s were actually short and tall, and they
Gross.
only did hot coffee. And they were like, well, this is as big as it's going to get. They're never going to want more, you know?
Hell no.
So- then they came out with the
Americans, they'll
grande.
never want more. No.
All right,
I drive by
Dingo.
car- Okay, go ahead.
Another question for you. You're having a good time. You're buzzed at the bar.
Working or not working?
Not working. You're buzzed. You know, you're out having a good time. You're at a bar. And then you go into the bathroom and another guy walks in and he's buzzed also. And you both stand side by side at the urinals. What do you do?
I first of all, I don't look at his penis because I already caught a glimpse. So don't
Well,
let him catch you.
There goes
Good
my
answer.
second
I
question.
do not think this question has been
This
asked
question has not
before.
been asked
You're like,
before.
what do you do
I have-
if you're talking to a
I have
man in
an
the
answer,
bathroom
too.
and you're both hammered?
I have an answer as well. Of what
Well,
I
I was hoping that he would go for the answer that I expected, but the question actually is: have you ever high-fived a stranger at a urinal?
oh yeah, no, U of A games all day.
During a flow?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Mid-flow.
yeah. I probably have.
Yes.
You don't
Because
even
I was-
remember.
Because I was drinking, I probably don't remember. And
Dude.
it might have even been penis hand. I don't know.
It does, bro. I've done that so many times. Even as a child, I have done that
As a
at U of A
child.
games. No, when you are in the bathroom pissing and you hear touchdown,
Arizona.
Dude, double high fives, fucking right back to pissing everybody. Like it's like it's That's how you do it, dude. I've heard, and that's a Chrysler Charity 3 and high five the stranger while pissing 1,000 times. At a 3-pointer, dude, I've done it. Like that's
Just for a 3-pointer?
Yeah, that's a pretty low bar. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, dude. In college basketball, it's not low ball, dude. That's a big point. Are you taking a piss right now, Dingo?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. That's the first one.
Dingo,
First one
dingo,
ever.
dingo,
Well, yeah, I was
dingo.
gonna say what is it? Have you ever podcasted while peeing? I mean, I guess yes. You can
I just
say
hope I
you
don't
have.
drop my phone.
Welcome to Man's Gendered Podcast.
Yeah.
This is what it's about, man. All right, Dingo, since you're touching your dick, have you ever jerked off until you couldn't?
Yeah.
It's sort of a resigned. Yeah.
Dejected. Yeah.
What's your record?
Oh wow, serious again.
Shower curtain. There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Wrong
I
one.
forgot which arm it was on.
Yeah, you did wrong arm.
Yep.
So, what was the question again?
Have you ever jerked off until you couldn't?
Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes you jerk off and it's just not the time.
I was also
I guess
kind of
so.
referring to like so many times that like
So
after a
many
certain
times.
number of times you're just like, I can't anymore.
No, I've been pretty conservative in my life. Maybe I didn't want to run out or something, but I heard stories of like
Want to run
guys
out?
jerking off like lots of times a day. I don't know, and I'm like, I just wasn't in the mood that much. I guess I don't know. I wasn't as much of a horn dog as some people. So
Right. I think the guy you're thinking of is Sammy Hagar.
What's your record, Dingo,
my record,
in the day?
a personal best. Oh, probably like maybe 4 or something. I don't know.
Damn, dude, that's low.
All right.
You gotta bring
That
those
is pretty
numbers
low.
When I was
Rookie
young,
numbers.
yeah,
up. Jesus, Dingo. Mine's like
yeah.
literally double digits. It's probably like 11, 12. Like,
Wait,
Oh
what?
my
Yeah.
God.
In a day?
oh, yeah.
I had a job.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
dude.
know. I don't know. I just never found it necessary. I lived at home. I don't know. Not good
You just got
timing.
other shit going on.
Yeah.
You're
you're
a
a
busy
busy
man. Busy man. I
Yeah,
remember
dude.
it was the
Maybe
day
I-
that I
I-
discovered internet porn is when I have never beaten that record.
You went to the
Oh, you know what it was for me actually? I think it was when I got out of school suspension for failing my drug test. No, and
Or
then
were you
for,
trying to get the drugs out of your system or
no,
something?
for a week I was just
Get
at
out!
the house alone. For a week I was just home alone.
Maybe I'm
So,
just not.
Had nothing else to do.
I'm not real attracted to myself. I don't know.
Oh,
Do you think that when you jerk off, you're supposed to be thinking about yourself? Is that what you think jerking off is?
Yeah, I guess not.
It's like I exclusively do it in the mirror while I make eye contact with my
Yeah,
Eye contact.
you
And
psycho.
don't break eye contact.
yeah, that's what Connor does.
That was one time,
the
dude.
tip
I
on
did
the
it
mirror.
once.
No, it wasn't one time.
While flexing
I
the
wanna
other
go-
arm, Connor's like, yeah.
Steelers. Steel
Well,
City.
it's one
That I've
time where
never
I did
been
not
to.
break eye contact with myself, but there's other times where I've looked at myself and I'm like, yeah.
Those girls are right.
You're the worst.
Exactly. I was like Patrick Bateman in fucking in what you call it, American Psycho.
But-
Just
yeah.
like,
That was great, man. That movie was great.
it is a great movie.
Yeah, jerk off. Yeah, no.
I can never remember. Did he kill that cat or not?
I don't think he killed anything.
Oh, what are you, his lawyer?
Yeah.
No,
My client, Mr. Bateman, was home alone during all of those instances.
Did he or did he not
Masturbating.
kill that old
Breaking
lady's
records.
cat? I think he let the cat go.
Well, in the movie, it happened like he realized that he was like
Oh.
hallucinating or imagining all the things, and he was like,
yeah.
he's like, tell me why
Because-
you stupid son of a bitch or
Yeah.
whatever, and he's like,
Why
he's
isn't it possible?
alive.
I need to just
Oh,
rewatch
so-
that scene because I've wanted to write a joke about or tell a joke about that, like my American History X joke, where I'm like, and I think the moral of that story is if you're crazy, get a cat.
The moral of that story is don't have Eddie Furlong as your younger brother.
But
think
that's
you're
true. He
supposed to
did not
just-
kill anybody, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't kill anybody.
I think
Oh,
that he
yeah,
was just he was bored and alone and hallucinating.
Mhm,
He's just
yeah.
he's a thinker.
No, he
Wants to
definitely
think about
killed
things.
that guy, dude, when he was like Huey Lewis in the news, right? And then fucking smashed his face in with an axe. That for sure happened. That 100% happened.
Funny thing about this album.
You know why? Because
Anyway,
you know why? 'Cause he's not
so
gonna
have you-
hallucinate- He's not going to hallucinate a hooker finding dead hookers.
I did yesterday. Sorry, Connie, you had an extra question.
Yeah. Dingo, have you ever pretended not to know an ex-girlfriend when they recognize you in public?
No, I was probably lucky just to have girlfriends, I think. So I'm like, maybe she wants me back. No.
She didn't.
Yeah, see, those two questions, Connie is just a little too sexually active in his past, so he dealt with those things.
He's ignored them. Like, no, I don't.
No,
I've never met anybody named Lisa.
Meanwhile, in his phone, her number is saved as Heart, Lisa Heart.
Yeah, he still has her number just in case. Yeah.
How many?
Seven.
Oh, jeez. How many of those Snapchat contacts for you two? I guess Dingo, you probably don't have a Snapchat, but those back in the day Snapchat girls that you were talking to with and you'd have to put their name in, and you put like a heart or like the little devil ears or something.
Not familiar with Snapchat. No.
And then there's still that to this day from back when you. Any of those guys?
Any of that? Anybody?
No.
I slept with the
one?
waitresses from Laff's. That's what I did. So
Nice. All right.
Nice.
I went to the next one and I'm like, how about you? And then they would deny me. And
Do you pull a Roy and go like, how about you? You like get your pussy eaten? Because I'm good at it. What
It
about
looks
you?
like Dingo's more important than the rest of them because he's still at Laughs.
yeah. Well, Well, there was one time. There was one time. These girls I wasn't gonna get with, but they didn't make much money that night, so we gave them an opportunity to make a few more dollars. And so the boss's girlfriend and some of the other waitresses were there, and we were like, "Hey, we'll give you $5 to suck on your tits."
And they took you up on that?
They took us up on it. A couple of them, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, the boss is sitting at the end of the bar, and here's this girl pulling her top up, and I made her make some noises too. It was I was proud of that. Yeah,
Nice.
It was very good.
Wouldn't that be so funny if this was like normal business hours and Dingo's just getting some milk, just waving.
I'll get you a Budweiser real quick.
Yeah, no, I understand that table 4 needs that, but just give me a sec.
God damn it! I paid $5 for this.
Now she got really into it. The next girl who I always dug her, and I wanted to wake up in the morning. Well, I wanted to fuck her. She didn't make too much. She wasn't very fun. Tits were great, but she was like, I'm not going to get into this. Even if she was getting into it, she was like, not doing it. And I was like, no, it's still fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue. So,
And $5 is $5.
$5 for a good minute of titty sucking. So that was
Nice.
that was an interesting evening. So
That one was more of a dry suck, right?
yeah, she wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no
you know,
milk on
back in
that.
the back in the day, we were just a little more open to show what we got. You know, so I saw everybody's tits. You know, all the waitresses. It
Do
wasn't
you
like
think a girl with pierced tits, when milk comes out, it comes out of 3
Yes.
holes?
probably. You know,
I truly have never thought about it, but
well,
Yeah, right.
Is the nipple pierced or is the
Yeah, the nipple's
areola pierced?
pierced.
Yeah, it might. It
If
might
the
go through
areola is pierced, does it? Does
I don't know.
it come through the? I don't know how boobs work.
I don't know, but
Clearly.
Yeah.
Apparently.
There's a little.
They-
There's an
They didn't break
exit.
down the boob in school. They broke down everything else, but they weren't like, and here's how titty milk works. Like
Yeah.
they kind of did. They kind of did leave the titty milk out of the lesson plan. They were like,
That's
yeah,
true.
this just happens.
Well, that was like beyond. That was like if you did make the baby came through, and then they made milk, and then you got to that point. So that was like
yeah, it's
way
like at that point
beyond.
you don't even fucking give a shit how the milk's made. It's just like you better be making it because now we have a baby.
Yeah, that was a different class.
yeah,
A
Yeah,
different
yeah.
class altogether.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
So are we going to talk about abortion at all, guys?
I mean we can.
Actually,
Did you
here's my next
How many
question
abortions have you
actually
paid for?
is well,
Kill 'em
what
all.
lady okay.
No.
No,
No,
it's
this-
murder. Dingo just
This
goes the
doesn't
other
this
way. It's
doesn't
murder. I'm
relate to
sorry.
it, but Dingo, this
How
is
do you
very
rewind this
important.
thing? How do you go back? How do you go back on
Yeah,
this thing?
wait, hold up. I'll cut that in post.
All right, Dingo, this is probably the most important question we will ask you tonight, but not the last, okay? What's the first thing you do once you're holding a drill?
Zoo, zoo.
There we go, dude.
Of course, dude, you did not do it.
100%. There's
Yeah.
no other answer.
Not,
You gotta
not
check if
once,
it's still greased, dude.
twice.
It works.
Yep.
It works.
Yes,
And-
two pubs.
And sometimes I'll pretend I'm like RoboCop, you know, and just
Yeah.
zoo, 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 zoo.
Wait. Also, I guess, quick question: when you're tightening down, like when you switch bits and you're tightening the I guess whatever the head down, are you screwing it in yourself, or are you just holding it and letting
Letting the machine do it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let the machine do it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, you
can't
don't
screw
go-
it in yourself.
Now, you
Yeah.
can, but you're stupid if you do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're a man and you're using your hand to do that, you're a lady.
Yeah. I just
was
wanted
thinking-
clarification on
I
You
that.
have
was
a
going
tool.
to say. Yeah.
Now,
Use
if
the
the
tool.
hole isn't that good, sometimes you gotta. But you're
Well-
pissed. You've ruined the hole. You have to drill another hole because of how many times you've tried to get it to work. You know,
Like, I'm just gonna have to accept that this TV is crooked now. All right,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
my fault.
That's where the hole is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how dudes own up to their mistakes. It's just like, I did do that. That's my fault. And now you just have a crooked TV.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what it is.
You
It
just
is
put a
what it
brick under it or something.
All right. So another man question. Do you have you used or do you currently use the same clippers for your balls and face?
Hell yeah.
No hesitation.
is. Not a second.
I mean, I
Of
kind
course.
of. Well, the last time I trimmed my genital area was right before the show because I didn't know how, the show was going to go.
Yeah, they normally get in depth, but we didn't today because we're modest. We're conservative.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. We'll stay
Well,
there.
we'll say this:
but I do-
Clint's conservative.
Should I
Okay.
get the hat?
No,
What?
do not get the hat.
No, don't get the hat. Don't get the hat.
All right. I won't
What?
get it. I won't get the hat.
So I have I have separate ones. I have one that I used to use on the dogs to groom. It's like a good one, and that one works better because I don't really tend to the needs down there as often as I should. So I was like, I
Right.
kind of need something a little bit stronger, a little. something to go through the fucking hedges, you know.
What, like
So-
sheep shears?
Kinda, yeah.
God
But
damn.
gentle. But be gentle. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't shed any blood last time. That was good.
That's good.
Yeah, no blood. But I will tell you this about trimming hair. I don't know why, but I was trimming my armpit hair. It was getting a little long, and it's summertime, and I got some long armpit hair, you know. So I went ahead and trimmed it, this one, and I don't know. I got a phone call. I had a Zoom meeting. I don't know. But I never did the other armpit, and I still haven't trimmed this armpit. This has long hair.
Promise me after this you'll just grab a clump of that and trim it off. Use that. The armpit's the easiest to trim.
I know. I just I'll remember the next time I trim my face a little bit. So
How do you deal with that difference in airflow? How are you sane just feeling that under your arms?
it's age and wisdom, I think, is gets me through the day with that. So
Patience.
I don't even
you
feel
say.
it. I just deal with a sweatier pit. It's just a little
Tis a
sweatier.
virtue.
I guess so.
All right. What ladies deserve to be canceled, and why are they all Joy Behar?
Well, I would say not too many ladies need to have cancer.
No, be canceled. Be canceled.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Not having it.
Okay.
I'd say I'm anti-cancer. Wait, what?
Huh?
I'd say
Canceled.
a handful of ladies deserve cancer. A handful.
Yeah, and if let them go through the treatment, just a little pain, and let them live. Just kind of give them a little life check.
Well,
Settle
what's
down.
for? You know?
Yeah, a little warning.
Settle down. Yeah, we're warning
Okay.
you.
Yeah. So canceled. Was that Behart from the Talk?
The View, I think, something like
The
that. I
View.
don't know.
The
Yeah.
doc.
I don't know. She
Talk.
just keeps getting away with saying wild shit, dude.
I think Whoopi
yeah.
too, dude. Didn't Whoopi say Jews aren't real?
No, she said it was adjacent to that. She said,
It's on the same
She-
page.
I think what she said was that Nazis weren't racist. Because
oh, she said the
Because Jews
Holocaust
are a
wasn't
race.
about race. She said the
Yeah,
Holocaust
yeah.
wasn't
And I
about
was like,
race.
I think it
Really?
for sure was. I think they are horrible people.
It was all
Yeah.
personal.
No, yeah, she said Jews aren't a race. That's my bad.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what. Growing up, I just thought Jewish people. I thought it was their religion. I thought it was like, oh, they're Jewish.
Yeah.
They're Jewish because they
Yeah, but now they
believe
got
in
a
their.
place, so Israelites.
But there's Christians
Israelis.
and Jews. I didn't realize that that it was a different race until I was a little too old. I don't know what I was. I
Once
was
you
like,
get your own
oh.
place, you're a race.
Yeah,
No,
I was like,
I don't even
oh,
think it's necessarily like it's definitely not a race, but it was just like a weird thing for her to say that it wasn't like that they
About
were
race.
doing things based on racial lines. And you're like, well, yeah, they for sure were. Like,
It was like literally, if you aren't purebred German, fuck
like
you.
all sorts
like,
of.
that was the whole thing.
What do
yeah.
they call them now? Roma, the like.
Gypsies?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
they got wholesale. Put in the camps also. This is crazy.
Yeah. They got that
Definitely
before
racially motivated.
World War II, too.
Anyhow, we've gotten way too. Anyhow, that's funny questions. Transition.
I stole the street sign Stoner and Broadway when I was young.
That's fun.
Nice. There we go.
It's on my list. I made a little list.
A list of what?
Things to make this show excellent.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, what else is on the list?
The Tyson ear biting night.
Oh, you
That's
Yeah, I
watched
feel like
that?
before we get into this list, I need to pee because these are going to
Yeah,
be
go
great
ahead.
stories.
Well, no, bring the phone with you.
Oh, come on. I thought I started something.
What a fucking
Actually, I think
loser.
I'm gonna pull a Clinton, and I'll be back in a second. We'll cut this out.
Connor, are you gonna masturbate? Well, I can step away here.
No, I perform better this way.
Okay.
No. No, but my hand was in my pants just now.
Okay.
No, so you watched the Tyson ear biting fight?
Well, there's a whole story that goes with it. It was just that night that reminds me of when it was.
Oh, okay. So something else crazy happened?
Yeah.
Ooh.
At Laughs.
Oh, did a different
with,
dude get his ear bit off?
No, but I caused a little scene. So.
Oh, like while you were working?
No, it was afterwards. I'll tell you about it. It's
No, we should just tell it right now without them here. Fuck them. They up and left you. I will never leave you, Dingo.
Well, don't they want to hear it? It's pretty good. It's got a little time involved in it. So,
but it would also be funnier because how great of a story I know that it is. If they didn't hear it and only I did, that would make me feel really good.
Well, it only takes like a minute and a half to pee, so these guys will be back any second.
Damn it! I already hear him.
I know.
Why?
And so,
why didn't
Connor,
you guys bring your phones with you?
Hey, Connor, that's the best story I can ever tell you.
Dude, you missed a wild story.
Oh my God, you guys!
I feel like no story was told, and you're pulling another one like you did last week.
Yeah, he did this last week where he said there was a great story and then there wasn't.
Oh shit!
I caught him. Dingo gave you away.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm the one who edits it, so I'll know what happened.
Yeah, sorry.
You oversold it, Dingo. You oversold it.
I know.
Sorry, I came in dying laughing. I ran through my house fucking to go grab another beer after I peed, and my fucking little chihuahua started attacking me. Because a figure just darted through out of the darkness, and he was like, what the
just
fuck?
a figure.
Yeah,
he's on it.
Yeah.
So, what, the Stoner and Broadway?
Oh, yeah.
Hit them.
Yeah, sure.
Hit your stories. Go.
So I'm in my 1977 Toyota Corolla with this girl.
Already a great start.
Yeah, it's a hatchback. I don't want to brag. And I'm with this girl, and it was kind of a date, kind of not. We were just friends and whatever. But I was driving down Speedway, and it just came to me that I was like, oh, this is the best time. It was at night. I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I don't know. And
you're like, hey, do you want to become an accessory?
Yeah. So I see Stoner and Speedway, and I'm like, I can't steal Stoner and Speedway. I'm right on the corner. There's lights, and there wasn't too many cars coming by. So I proceed up towards Broadway, and every single street until you get to Broadway, there was no their street and Stoner sign.
Someone had already taken it?
On both sides of the street. Somebody had stolen them all the way up. And I was like, no way. So I'm at Stoner and Broadway, and it's lit up, and I'm like, there's no cars coming. And I pull over to assess the theft, and I check it out, and I wasn't real familiar with Allen wrenches at the time. That's all I needed was a little tool with, 10 little Allen wrenches. One would fit, and I could get it off real easy. Well, I had some tools, and I end up busting the top bolt off. There's a pole in the ground, and then there's the other pole with the stop sign and everything connected.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that at the time. I'm learning as I'm going. But I get the top bolt off, and I'm like, oh, I can probably just bust the next bolt off of here. So I push it, and it busts off, but I put a lot of force on it, and I fell onto the pole sticking out of the ground and land on it on my chest.
Oh.
And I got the sign, and I got an injury. I didn't have to go to the hospital, but I tore my shirt, and I was all bleeding. And I opened my hatchback, and I stick the sign. I got the stop sign, and Broadway, and Stoner, and a girl.
Please tell me you still have that.
bowl.
You
And
stole a girl?
I stole a girl. She was sitting on the sign. No, I put it in the back of my vehicle. I guess I gave her a ride home, and I somehow snuck it into my house with my mom. I had to sneak. We lived in an apartment, and I took it in the front door, second floor, up the stairs, and somehow go around this tight corner with this fucking 6-foot pole and stop sign. I stick it in my closet, and I didn't do nothing with it. Before I moved out, I snuck it back out and threw it in the garbage, and never got to use. The only thing I got out of it was this story. So,
and a scar.
And a scar, yeah, right under my titty. So,
all right, now I want to hear about this next story, though. The story about the night of the Mike Tyson fight.
Oh yeah.
So
he's got a pee for this one.
The night of the Mike Tyson fight. Now I got to smoke a cigarette for this one.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll go up front.
I feel like I should smoke a bowl for this one.
It's if you want to do that, it's legal now, but
I know. Nothing's going to happen to me, Dingo. I've got no future. I'm going to be working in warehouses if comedy doesn't work, so this is fine.
It's good to realize that now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be up front. Oh, hi, kitty cat. Oh, there's kitty cat.
There's Is that
Alex.
his name?
Oh, hey,
Kitty.
Hello,
kitty
Alex.
cat.
Oh, my God.
A tailless kitty cat.
A tailless kitty. It's a Manx. It's a mutation. Manx.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, it's crazy. That's the
yeah.
skinniest Alex I know.
Yeah. Look. All right.
I love you. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know me with the low hanging fruit.
So we are. So it's a Mike Tyson fight. We're at Laughs. Somebody taped it, and we were going to watch it later on. And so we put bets on it when somebody would win, Tyson or Holyfield, and the round, or when it was going to end, or I can't remember the bet itself, but I used the payphone outside and talked to my brother-in-law, and he told me what happened, and he's like, "Dude, you're not going to believe this. Fucking Tyson bit him in the ear twice." And it was over in, the 6th round or something? 5th round? Something like that. So I'm like,
dude,
phone
lines
crazy.
Must have been going off when that happened.
I couldn't believe what was going on. And I couldn't tell anybody because they're going to watch it like, we had to finish our night. So I kept it to myself and I got pretty fucked up. And
waiting for the anticipation. Just the anticipation got you.
Yeah, I couldn't wait any longer. I'm doing shots, I'm drinking beers, and they're just taking too long to get the video. So I get fucked up. And let me go back just a little bit. I got my car stolen a few days earlier, and so I didn't have a ride. So somebody gave me a ride to work. Other people, everybody knew my car got stolen, that I didn't have a ride at all. So I go to what is now the sound room, and there's a couch in there, and I pass out, and or the green room, and I pass out.
There's not room for a couch in the sound room.
Yeah, no, but I'm away from everybody else. They watch the fight. They're all crazy and doing their thing and partying, and they really don't notice that I'm not there. And the person that gave me a ride to work doesn't come looking. All they had to do was walk in there and to find me.
Yeah.
So I pass out and they leave me at
Did the
last.
servers still walk out of there? Like to get food?
What's that?
Like, because it said it was in the green room where you were laying down. So did the servers still come out of that area?
We were closed down. Nobody was going back there at all. We were all at the bar in the showroom.
Oh,
We were watching on a big screen in the showroom and stuff.
like
So
was it still the green room like how it is today?
No, it was actually a game room. There was pool tables.
Oh, really?
And it was actually like a little booth that was in the corner. So I kind of curled up around the booth, and maybe somebody walked by, and it was dark in there, and they didn't see me at all.
Because I know, like back in the day, Laff used to be like a lot bigger than it is now. Like it used to be the room to the west of it too.
Yeah,
like
we had one more.
Yeah, it was
one
that
more
store.
One more
that
suite
now.
is what we have. We have 3 suites. It was our 4th suite. And there was a raised area like the back of the room, raised area, but a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the wall where they seat people was the office. And then there was another bathroom, for a ladies' bathroom. And that was all closed off because when Bynum took it over, he wanted to save money and we weren't filling the room at the time. So he decided to wall it up and not pay.
Whenabouts was that?
What's that?
Like when abouts was that? Did they change the format to what it is now?
2008.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So after
Thanks,
June
Obama.
1st. So and so it was his fault. So basically, they leave me there at Laughs, and I wake up. It gets hot. I don't know what time of the year, but it was getting hot in there. And so I walk around, I knock over plants, and I set off the alarm. I don't hear an alarm. It's a silent alarm. And so they call the owner, and they're like, hey, the alarm's going off, the cops. And so he goes down there with the cops, and they go the opposite way of where I'm passed out on the floor in the bar, sleeping. And they go all the way around through the showroom, through the kitchen. They come out, and the cop is like, I got a body here. And the owner's like, oh, he's one of mine. He's the bartender. And so I kind of wait. Yeah, I'm like, and they thought maybe somebody jumped through the window right there because it's right by those windows. But I was laying there, and so I right about the place where the guy had the heart attack and died. But this was before that. So, and
separate story, but that happened also.
Yeah. That was.
You're like, you know what? This seems like a cozy place to sleep.
Yeah, a little dirt nap. And so I wake up. He wakes me up, and I'm like, I'm still fucked up. And so I see the cops. I got my car stolen, a couple days earlier. So I'm thinking they're here to help me. So I'm like, did you guys find my fucking car? And they're like, what? And he explains that he got his car stolen. I'm like, you guys find my fucking car? No, sir. No, we didn't. My license plate is JRY 398. My license plate is JRY 398, which is the license plate because I remember it because I've told the story a few times. I'm yelling at these guys. And the owner's like, just shut the fuck up, all right? And so he's like, I got him. No problem. I'll take care of him. And so they leave, and as they're leaving, I yell out JRY 398 one more time, and I'm like, buy my fucking car. And so I
like you were inconvenienced.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I don't realize that I'm not supposed to be there at last right then. So I go ahead and he gives me a ride home, but he doesn't want to. He's got a Jeep, and he doesn't want to ride me in the Jeep with no doors all the way up to my house at Catalina Highway in Tanque Verde. So he sees it as a problem. And so we go and get a car, a vehicle. He had a couple of vehicles. And so I'm outside waiting for him, and I'm just upset and drunk. And we used to have a payphone out there. And I just start putting my shoulder into it. Boom! I'm just trying to knock this fucking payphone off the wall. Boom! I didn't get it off the wall, but it never worked after that. I don't know what I did.
That's why there's no payphone out there anymore.
But, yeah.
Dingo.
I go, and then Scotty comes out. He's like, "Stop it! You're gonna hurt something." So I stop, and I go over to the garbage can, and I'm still upset. And it's like a plastic top, and I'm like,
You're like, fucking garbage can, fucking garbage can.
breaking the top of this garbage can. He's like, "Stop it! Stop it!" And I stop. I listen to him. I'm just a little out of
You just
control.
try to see if Oscar was awake.
Oscar, yeah, exactly.
Where is the grouch?
So we go ahead and we cruise to his house. We switch vehicles, and while he's inside, of course, I'm by myself, and I have to cause a little more destruction. And so I start banging on a fence and break something there. He gets me into the car, and he takes me out to the house, and I'm kind of feel a little better and stuff. And I'm like, "Hey, I need some smokes. Can you just drop me off at the Circle K, and I'll get a pack of smokes and I'll walk home. I need some fresh air." And he's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, just stop off. He's like, "All right, okay." I said, "I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna get some smokes, and I'm gonna fuck that guy up." He's like, "Dingo, no." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." I was feeling better by then. So I get my smokes. I don't fuck him up. I go to my apartment. I kind of get lost going into this apartment complex because I'm like the 7th speed hump back. It goes way the fuck back. And I'm like, where the fuck do I live? I find it. I get home, and I fall asleep. I wake up, and I'm like, man, my shoulder's killing me. Jesus. So I get ready for work. I ride my bike to the closest bus stop because my car was stolen. That was what I had to do. I had to drive. I had to ride at about, I don't know, like 3 miles. I had to ride all the way to Sabino Canyon in Tanque Verde. And so I, like one-handed, like I can't even put my arm out there. It's like, oh, I'm like, what happened last night? Because I don't remember at the time. I get to Laff's. I walk in the door. I go, "Hey, Scotty." And he's like, "Hey." And I clock in, and I don't say a word to him. And then later on, I hear him telling people the story of the night before. And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, JRY 398. Go find my fucking car. Hey, I'm going to fuck you up." And I'm like, oh. And it just starts coming back to me the entire evening of what happened. I was like, oh, fuck, that's why I feel so shitty. Okay, so that was the Mike Tyson fight night. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, and my wife
Sounds like
my
an
wife
amazing night.
my wife Katrina actually won because he bit him the second time in that round. So it was before we were married and shit. So, but
Right.
that's a side note though.
You like just go outside. You're like, I got to give someone a call. Why doesn't this fucking phone work?
Yeah, why is this garbage can lid so fucked up?
It's all off kilter.
But I did drink a lot in the past, and I did the hard stuff, and I remember one other time, real quick one. I'm being deviant again, and I'm taking glasses, and I'm just like tossing them on the ground and breaking them. And looking at my boss at the same time. I'm like, boom. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." I take another glass. Boom. I throw it, break it. He goes, don't throw another one. And so I throw another one, and then I start running. Well, he catches me and tackles me, takes me to the ground, and we start wrestling. He's like bigger than me, and I'm drunk. I can't do anything. He eventually gets to the point where his knees are on my shoulders and arms, and I can't do anything. And he's like, "Are you done?" And I look at him. I'm like, "No." And he fucking slaps the fuck out of me. He's like, "Are you done?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done." I don't want you to slap me. That hurt. That hurt pretty good. So,
like, I feel like the next one's gonna be your dick. No, please, I'm done.
Damn. That's wild.
Well, Dingo, honestly, man, we can't thank you enough for being on this podcast with us, dude. There's been some great stories shared.
Yeah. Very good. No, it's good to see Lex. It's been a long time. I'm glad you guys are still doing this. And it's just you don't have any more questions? You got to go to bed?
Yeah, I have to go pay attention to my girlfriend right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Clint, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go eat dinner, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm hungry.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't done that yet.
Nice.
What
And
are you
Lex,
gonna do, Dingo?
how many did you drink? 16 beers?
No, it's probably more like 6.
I
But,
talked
yeah.
to Drake.
What?
I talked to Drake about his time on your show, and he said
Drake was out of pocket on this
No,
show.
yeah, that's on Drake. Drake tried to match us, which is you can't do.
Drake tried to match me, and I think we did 2.5 hours on his episode.
Yeah.
And I could put him away, and I don't think Drake was necessarily prepared.
No, there was like a 30-pack on that table by the end of his night.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was like you kind of see something in your screen there, and you can see a buildup of each one. He said, I don't really always watch their shows, but I'll go back to see the buildup of how many Lex has drank, and I'll click to about 8 and see where it's at right there. So
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. So.
Drake did show up 6 deep on the show.
Yeah, Drake showed up 6 deep in a blunt, and then proceeded to drink 12 16-ounce Bud Lights.
I'm mad we never did a tower, dude. We should have done a tower.
They're bottles.
No, well, we did cans sometimes. When we did cans, we should have done a tower.
But those were bottles.
Yeah,
the can bottles.
I'm probably going to be in town for Christmas time.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We should we should do a recording around there. And if we do BLs, we can do a tower.
Yeah, let's definitely.
I'm just sad because it's not soon enough. Oh my God, is that Lex?
Oh, is that me?
No.
Charles Ludwig?
That's Laff. That's when we had headshots on the wall.
Oh man,
those were all over the wall. I can't see too well.
Damn.
No, it's just kind of behind the bar.
But they were all on all the walls in the bar. So it was
I
like,
wish it was still like that.
Yeah, they were all fucked up, and they had to take them down. I just pulled some pictures. I thought I'd show you. Here's a fun one. This is
oh my God.
It's like a chopped VW van.
Bus? Yeah.
It's hilarious.
In San Diego. I thought that was a cool picture. Do I have any hair? I got a little facial hair there. That was a long time ago.
You look like you got a little bend in your knees too. Look limber.
And that's a Tommy Chong t-shirt.
There you go.
He used to come to Laff, so yeah.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he came about like 5 or 6 times. He came here every year for about a handful of years. And this is me as a baby. There's a baby picture. Okay.
Oh my God, you look like a lizard.
I know. And then this is on the ferry going to Madeline Island many, many years ago. That's Lake Superior behind me.
That is a wide photo.
Cool.
Yeah, it's real wide.
Wait, can you hold it back so we can see how wide it is?
Oh my God! It just keeps going.
Why is it so wide?
Because it's showing the Lake Superior.
It's superior.
Yeah. It's a superior photograph.
So the picture is huge.
And I'm on a ferry right then, which I had trouble using that word without giggling, because they say like, hey, we don't use the word ferry here like they use the word ferry there. They're talking about a boat to get you from A to B. They're like, oh, so when's the next ferry? Oh, did you take the ferry? Ferry, all goddamn long, all day long, and it was pretty fun. So that's Wisconsin. We're going to Madeline Island in Lake Superior. That's where a couple of buddies of mine live. So that's it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Oh, one last thing. This is kind of cool. This is a newspaper, and it's the Tucson Citizen. And back to the Laff track, they were focusing on laughs. And where am I here? And this is Scotty here, and this is our improv group. And if you can see me in there,
Nice.
you see me?
Which one?
in the-
Oh, yeah, I see a white T-shirt. Yeah. There he is.
Like the maroon or the red or
The red, yeah.
Oh, the
I
red.
can make out the face. I can make out
got
the
my
face. Yeah.
I got my head down. I thought that was cool. I just pulled it out. I was like, oh, we were in the paper. So, but all right. Good times,
That's
guys.
awesome.
All right,
Thanks
Dingo.
for
We're gonna
inviting
get
me.
you. Yeah, dude. We're gonna get you back in the paper for dropping that F-bomb earlier too. So, all right, guys. This has been the Man's Gendered Podcast.
Dingo, you're
Please.
definitely going to be a guest another time. I feel like you have more stories than just those
yeah.
those three
Yeah.
enders there that
No,
you
yeah.
had.
Bona fide legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you about some of my acid trips.
Is Dingo frozen?
That's
Those
the
are-
next one.
Everybody just got frozen.
Oh, okay.
That's the next one for sure.
Yeah.
right.
Everybody, please make sure to come out and see us and Johnny Dingo at Laughs Comedy Cafe every Thursday, sometimes weekends. You know, get some drinks from Dingo, throw some glasses on the floor just to bring back memories, and remember where that dude died from the heart attack. And subscribe to the podcast, guys.
Subscribe, like, and
If you go on
subscribe.
stage, don't. Just don't, actually, I suppose.
And if you
Don't
go to
do what?
Laughs, you fucking tip Dingo good.
Tip them good
Best bartender in Tucson.
In Tucson, not
in Tucson.
not Casa Grande.
I mean,
Probably Casa Grande
I'll
also.
just go ahead. Best bartender
South-
in Arizona.
We can go
And
Southwest.
California. I haven't met a bartender good in California either. So
Oh, all right,
I'll give you
Well,
both those states.
all right. I'll take them. I'm waiting for the trophy.
Nevada, they're trained hard, you know, in Las Vegas.
Oh, they're good in
Yeah,
Nevada.
so
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's hard
They're top notch.
Yeah.
I'm only a 4-star bartender. They're 5-star bartenders.
Oh no, you're 5-star in my heart though.
Okay. I can't juggle though. Very good.
Day. All right.
Well, God
Take it easy,
bless.
listeners.
Peace out.
Peace out.